Audio's ready. Alright. Clap sing.
Me. Oh, I need to not be so loud. I need to be louder,
Jen
apparently!
needs to be louder.
Yeah, to speak it. Because you don't have a lot of bass in your voice, so it's scary.
You got no bass. You just
I got no jams.
You just got
Oh,
treble.
no.
Were you trying to make that?
I was like, you got no bass, you got all treble.
I was gonna say
Get
that,
Get
Hey guys, welcome to our next episode of Inside the Cage. Today we're going to be talking about the worst parts of certain fandoms. And disclaimer, we're just talking about the worst parts of these fandoms.
The
Not
trash.
fandom.
The trash, because every fandom has their trash within it, so yeah. And we're not talking
the bottom
about
of the barrel scum.
Yeah,
of the
that's gross.
We're not talking about the content itself, like the TV show or whatever. We're just talking about the most obnoxious group of the fandom, like the little subspecies of whatever they are.
Some can get a little out of hand, and we're like, chill, calm yourself, just a little bit at least. So we'll talk about them later.
Pickle Rick!
Alright, the reason why we're talking about this topic is because of the Szechuan sauce and the whole Rick and Morty fiasco.
Wait, you guys know Szechuan sauce? No. I want Szechuan sauce. Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick.
If you don't know, basically,
Like I didn't.
yeah,
I didn't either.
Basically, in an episode of Rick and Morty, they referenced Szechuan sauce, which was a McDonald's sauce, like a promotional sauce they used for Mulan, like 20 years ago. And then, because the annoying Rick and Morty fans, like the bottom of the barrel Rick and Morty fans,
I'm Pickle Rick. Rick.
are
Trash.
dumb as hell, and they think they're like
They're just crazy.
a higher species than other human beings because they watch a
Because they
fucking
watch the show.
show about physics.
Is that really what it's about? I haven't watched it, but now
Rick
I
is
kind
like
of want to.
Rick is like a physicist. The show's not that bad. Dan Harmon is great.
Love Dan Harmon. Community.
But the fandom is awful. And so basically, these fans
Trash.
were
He's the
like
trash of the fandom.
they were
There you
like
go. Example.
they were like revolting, or they're basically like having petitions like bring back the Szechuan sauce,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like if you're gonna tweet bring back Szechuan sauce, like McDonald's then after like a month. They decided to bring back the Szechuan sauce, but in like a super limited quantity at very few select stores. Or actual riots. People are like lined up in front of a McDonald's with pitchforks
Throwing
for a
ketchups.
goddamn meme sauce. What? Fucking losers.
I know, it's like, what else do you have to do with your life but go to a McDonald's
I bet
and be like, give me some sauce?
I bet there's some guy during like
Wow.
McDonald's. He was like buying McDonald's during the
During
Mulan
McDonald's?
release. Okay, yeah. Back whenever like he had the Szechuan sauce, like, and he probably forgot it in his car, and he finds it later. He's like, maybe I'll just keep this. Never touches it again, and then suddenly this comes up and sells it for like $1,000.
It's probably just moldy as hell at this point.
Yeah.
Like, that's not,
There's people that will buy it, though.
Probably be like,
People will buy anything.
Rick and Morty's my life.
What the fuck?
the show is fine, but
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You don't need to like. These are minimum wage people working minimum wage jobs, just trying to get
They
on.
probably hate their lives, too.
Trying to get on with their lives.
Or, they probably hate it. They hate their lives.
Yeah, half of them don't even know what the fuck a Rick and Morty is. Calm down.
Or a pickle Rick.
Fucking.
Let's go on to the
Sony.
Sonic fandom.
Sanic. Gotta go fast.
Sonic.
I don't know anything about it. So it's them.
It's just
So basically, the Sonic. I wanted to talk about the Sonic fandom because it's not like the bottom of the barrel of this fandom isn't like annoying. They're just kind of sad. It's like they're like delusional little puppies who like
Oh, okay.
who don't know what they're doing and don't know what to do. There hasn't been a good Sonic game. There's been like 3 good Sonic games in the past 20
Sonic
years.
Adventures.
Yeah, like
love
3
I
good
thought
Sonic
you said
games.
Avengers.
Assemble. No,
Yeah, it's just Sonic. Iron Sonic. That's where the worst of the fandom comes in, because it's like they will fight to the death for these shitty games. They will say that these games are actually like, oh no, these are so much better than they actually are, and it's like, dude, I feel bad for you, man. Like,
I just hate in general those people that are just like, oh my god, it's so good. And it's like, have you played it? No. Have you listened to the album? No. Just like,
Are you talking about...
that's just a general statement. Sorry.
talking about K-pop there?
There's just like a lot of weird Sonic fan art too.
yeah.
It's creepy.
I think my favorite one though is the one where
Sanic.
it's I think it's just like a little kid drew it, or like
Sanic.
I
Yeah,
guess
that was
Sanic.
the
It's
same.
Sanic.
I don't know.
Memes are life.
My favorite one was a guy drew like Sonic who was like black and purple and he had like earrings and like he was super edgy. And like the kid wrote, he was like, his name is Edgelord or some shit like that. And he's like, he loves heavy metal music and doesn't like rules.
Wow, so cringy.
Alright, dude.
Angst.
This game is about a hedgehog who runs fast.
Bro.
You are definitely taking this further than it needs
They
to
had
be.
Shadow the Hedgehog, the video, and that was angsty as hell.
Dude, Shadow the Hedgehog, like, that game, you kill Sonic.
I know, right?
Like, you shoot Sonic!
It's really dark.
Like,
Oh my
what?
God.
The game was terrible.
Yeah, my mom ended up having me return that game because it was too violent for me and I was a kid. It was
I-
rated T for teen!
No, it was rated E10!
Oh,
Your
E10?
mom.
Well, that's even worse!
No, like, I remember as a kid, I was at the game store and I had two options. On one hand, I had Super Smash Bros. Melee, one of the greatest games of all time. And the other game,
True.
He is
Trash.
I had Sonic the Hedgehog. Or Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hey.
And you know what I picked? Fucking Shadow the Hedgehog.
Why?
Yeah.
2 weeks later, I returned it and I bought Melee.
Hey,
And then
good choice.
I played Melee for the next 15 years. But, that's another story.
Let's move on to, as always, My Little
My
Pony.
Little Pony.
Friendship is massive.
Cute theme song.
I used to wonder what friendship
My little pony.
It's a
What a
little
fucking-
shake magic with me.
Fucking loser.
You
Tons of fun.
I really.
So why is this fandom? Why is the
So
bottom?
there's the trash of this fandom's a little scary.
It's very creepy.
It's very, like, very
That too.
cringy. For you bronies out there, I know who you are. First the reference clop.
Yes, we are. If we're talking about shitty My Little Pony fans, we have to talk about Clop Clop.
I mean, yeah.
So, as someone who has never heard that word, what is?
If you don't know what clop is, you probably shouldn't be watching our video. But
Oh.
Thanks. Nice.
You're
Nice thing to say to our viewers.
Yeah.
But like fat but for ponies.
It's Rule 34, but with ponies.
It's fap with ponies.
Is it?
That's what it's clop.
So,
You know?
like,
like
it's-
Fluttershy.
it's pony porn.
Oh.
I guess.
What?
Is it like?
Yeah, why?
What?
Anyway,
It's
yeah.
a children's show with ponies.
Oh my god.
Why do you have to do this?
I know like, people put it as in like extreme, like Rule 34. Like
So, like, is Clop Clop just Rule 34, or is Clop Clop just the term they use?
The term
No.
that they use for
It's like a
the
fat
subgenre
fat.
of
for the ponies.
porn.
okay,
Like,
no. The clop is literally fat. Dang it, I tapped.
What's fat? That just.
Do you know what fat
Yes,
is?
I know. Okay. Why are you saying fat?
Because that's what. Okay, as a human you say fat, but they're ponies, so it's clop. You get it now.
I never
That
heard of
just
saying fat.
clicked.
Oh, that's.
I thought that was.
I was trying to.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god! I just got it too.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ! All right, cut this out. Oh my god!
Wow, that's
That's what I was trying to tell
that's-
you earlier. It's not Rule 34. It's fat. Like it's.
that's pretty funny, but inappropriate too. But pretty funny.
There's actual like merchandise for this. There's
That I did not know.
there's like
Right.
fleshlights and like,
I mean, it would make
Oh my
sense.
god. I didn't even know there was a
Why
flashlight.
ponies? Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We're bronies. We love it, and we used to be more hardcore before. It's been a while, but
Yeah, because the trash of the fandom kind of ruined it for us.
story time. Okay, so I was at school at insert name of college here, and I was just sitting in the lobby, and some girl kind of came over, and we were just kind of like talking, and then she's just like, "Oh, do you have a Tumblr?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So she took my phone and like out of my hand, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna," and then she's just like, "Okay."
How dare she?
She took my phone and then just followed herself,
the audacity.
and then I'm like, "All right." But then later on, once I saw the stuff she posted, it was just. Yeah, it was pony porn. I was like, good Jesus.
What a strange person.
It was very weird.
They're horses.
I mean, I kind of, not to say expected it, but it's just like, she was one of those people that were just kind of like,
That
really,
looked cringy.
Yes.
Whenever people think of bronies, like they think of that fat guy with a beard and
Yeah,
glasses.
that's my impression now.
And they're all sweaty and everything, and they have like a huge pony collection, and yeah, that's everything.
Look at this pony. It's adorable.
Called Fluttershy.
Oh.
I mean, Buttershy.
Fluttershy.
But
Fluttershy.
Fluttershy.
Shutter.
Another story time for the brony. I work at a video game store. If you go watch our last video, retail. There was a guy who walked around, who walked in. He was kind of weird. He seemed kind of off. He was just like walking around like he was super sweaty, like skinny kid. And then like he comes up to me and he has these like these pony plushies in his hand. So basically, he comes in and he hands me these, but he tries to hand them like secretly, but like. You can't do that.
Nonchalantly.
Like,
Yeah.
Keep it on the low, bro.
Yeah, basically. But that was actually super slick. He's like, "Hey, come here." I was like, "What?" He comes up to me super close, and then he's like, "I don't want anyone knowing that I like ponies." And I'm like, I didn't spit in your ear. There was spit in my ear,
Ah.
and I was like,
Ah.
"I won't tell anyone, dude. Don't worry.
I don't wanna.
You're good." And he buys the ponies, and then he's like, "Yeah, I bought these from ThinkGeek," and like, there was other ponies in there, and I was like,
Wow.
Cool.
I don't
Dude.
care.
"That's cool."
I don't want to know what he's doing.
But he was
with
like
those.
this close to licking my ear, and I was like,
Ooh, no.
"Fucking weirdo! Stop jerking off the horses."
Speaking
God
of
damn it.
fucking weirdos, furries. What are you guys
Okay,
doing?
first off, not all furries. Or
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are some good furries.
Some nice
As I was
furries.
saying.
just like
The trash again. The trash,
Just the trash.
of the whole thing.
Yes. We understand most people when they hear furries are like, ew, but not all furries are bad, yes, but just the trash. Ew.
Well, there's your answer. There's the video. Thanks for watching.
I guess I just don't understand how, well, clearly because I'm not a furry, but like,
Are you?
Their mindset, I don't know.
I guess you just gotta be into that, but like, don't you get all hot and sweaty after a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Seeing them like at conventions and like what they must be doing to each other, that is just
Kind of like stay away from furries.
that's just creepy.
Basically, like if you're in a wolf costume, fine, whatever. If you want to fuck someone in a wolf costume, then you gotta.
Yeah,
problem.
that
Then we got some issues.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
But don't get me
It's like-
wrong, personally, I like furries for the fact that they make their own costumes because I've kind of looked into like how the whole thing is made and it's incredible detail and a lot of work, and so I really like you guys for doing that. To anyone who is a furry that makes their own stuff, that's incredible and like amazing. I wish I could do something like that. But besides that, the point, if you do have like sexual intercourse with it on, it's a little weird.
Imagine the
But-
role play they're having, like grr,
Oof.
woof, woof, woof.
Mao. Boof.
People actually like
Like, oh.
they meow.
I don't even know what just happened.
Oh my god! You're like in a hotel room, like, what the fuck is going on there?
Who the fuck got a wolf in here?
Don't be a weird furry.
Oh, that's
Or at
scary.
least be weird by yourself or with other
By
furries
yourself.
amongst each other, but not.
Don't involve anyone that's not in your fandom because then we feel weird.
Yeah, I know, like, I see, like, some thing in a costume approaching me, and it looks
Don't
scary.
think-
Don't judge me for not wanting to fuck a wolf. God damn, leave me alone.
And we understand that some furries are just furries because they like being in the costume, and it has nothing to do with like sexual
We have met some.
intercourse.
They were very
And yeah, like some of them just like being a wolf. Yeah, we like those.
and that's okay. Just the cringe just comes from when you're a little too into it, and then you
and then
forget
they-
where you are, and people are around you.
And then they judge other people for not being a part of it.
Exactly.
It's like,
Huh.
dude, come on, leave me alone.
Yeah. So those are our worst fandoms. We hope you guys enjoyed the video.
What we think are the worst fandoms.
What we think.
Our opinions.
opinions, not facts.
If you have any fandoms that you can't stand, or the annoying parts of the fandoms that you can't stand, let us know in
The
the comments.
scum.
She did it again.
She did it again.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
We're always reading. We always want to know. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Let us know. If you hated the video, just,
Go
Go
away.
away.
Shoot.
Bye bye.
yeah. See you next
That's
week.
it, guys.
Bye.